just opened my Steam for whatever particular reason. I guess I just felt like it. And I just saw the Steam awards. I've just been the Steam categories. I've been they gave out the awards. That's the best way to put it. These are always very interesting because it seems like they don't always give them to games that like. Well, they're obviously giving them to games that came out this year on Steam. Elden Ring got Labor of Love, which is nice. I agree with that. Best game on the Steam Deck. I'm not really sure what that implies, but Ragnarok. Better with Friends. Helldivers 2. I guess so. Most innovative gameplay. Liar's Bar. Not really sure about that. Pretty sure that's just Liar's Dice. that was like, that's like over 20 years old. I saw Pirates of the Caribbean 2. Best Soundtrack Award. Red Dead Redemption. The first game, because it came out on Steam this year. Black Myth Wukong won 2 awards. Gosh, I can talk. And then sit back and relax. Farming Simulator 25. How many Farming Simulator games are there? Anyway, welcome everyone. I hope you're all having a good evening. Happy New Year. Welcome to the end of the year stream. I've done this every year for the past couple of years. And, you know, it's nice to just chill and reflect and just kind of talk about whatever, do whatever. Yeah. Here's to... Okay. So, apparently the last one was... Okay. That's interesting. So apparently the last one on Windows was 22. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm looking at this. Giant Software. Yeah, 22 was the last one. Huh. So they've been releasing one every 3 years for the past, like, couple of years. Well, there was a 4-year gap between 15 and 19. It used to be every other year. Dang. What kind of farming developments are there? The farming meta. Okay, let me turn over. So I have my face cam for the stream. Hold on, I gotta lean over a bit. I'm not the most presentable because I work today, so I haven't had the chance to like really make myself presentable, but you know, you do what you can. I'm not really sure if this is the best camera angle. I'm like looking at this. Thank you, Plus. Yeah, I got the festivities. I got some water, some gold water. I got the booze. Let's go. The good stuff. I'll pour this out a little bit later. But yeah. So I actually had something a little bit special planned for this evening. And that was the reason it took me a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, this cost me $4 at the store. It was on sale. Actually, you know what? I'll just crack it open now, give it a whiff. Oh yeah. Now you're probably wondering what my chalice of choice this evening is, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't really plan on sharing this with anyone, so I'm just gonna down it, like, straight up. Mazel tov. I'm like a freaking depressed midwife. Does it smell beveragey? I guess so. 19 grams of sugar, but no added sugar. I'm not trying to die of alcohol poisoning this evening. Hey, what's going on, Crosshair? This is juice. This is juice. I'm not poisoning myself. Just in case you didn't see. Hold on. I'll be right back. I have my phone on me because my family's dryer is not working at the moment, so I have to keep in touch in case my dad like tries to message me about it. So the plan tonight, I'm gonna just chill out, do whatever the heck, but I have something a little bit special planned this evening. I have been wanting to do this for a while. I'm going to be doing a game collection showcase of sorts. I'm just going to be going through my physical game collection that I've built up over the past like 15 or so years of me playing video games, and just kind of showing them off and kind of going down memory lane, kind of talking about some of my experiences with some games and why I may own some of the games that I do. And yeah, I thought it'd be fun since we don't really have any particular plans except for that. So if you guys give me just a moment, I spent like, this is why I started late. I had to get something set up, but yeah, let me get the first. I have them like stacked, so I'll have to. I have this all set up on my bed, and I'm gonna be wearing gloves because I don't know what kind of diseases I've built up over the years by owning, you know, going to various game stores and stuff, and just, you know, what children, or worse, gamers happened to own the games before I did. Don't get me wrong, some game stores do a pretty good job at taking care of their stuff, but I ain't taking any chances. So, let me... I should have had this set up beforehand. It kind of sucks I don't. Okay. Yeah. This is entirely professional. Alright, so I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna go from like, hold on, let me move this over so you guys can see me a bit better. There we go. How do I look? So I'm gonna be going from console to console. I'm gonna be going from the console that I own the least for, and then just going down the list based on consoles that I happen to like, in order of the console, like, excuse me. So the consoles that I own the least amount of games for, as in like the publishers, and then the console that came out like going down the list of that, and then in alphabetical order, if that makes sense. That's the way I set it up, and that's the way I'm gonna do it. All right, so we're gonna start with Xbox, because that's the one I have the least amount for. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Literally the only reason I own this game is because of zombies. I'm a huge fan of the zombies mode for this game. I played a lot more on PS4, but I own it so I could have a physical copy. And I don't have any of the DLC. I'll have to at some point. I mainly got it so I can play online. You know, it's Call of Duty. If you like it, you like it. This is... I can't really talk... Sorry, the camera unfocused for a second. I can't really go into like specifics without like going off a complete tangents, and it's not. I don't have enough. I have a lot of games I need to get to, so I can't really explain a lot of in detail stuff about certain games. But I'll try to be as brief as I can while also going to some details. But yeah, I own this because of zombies, but I play a lot more on PS4. But I own this because I can have a physical copy. College Football 25. I got this for Christmas. It's a football game, you know, Madden, stuff like that. I really enjoy those types of games, but you know, it's one of those. It's basically like Call of Duty. You play one, you play it all. And this game, it has the college teams, which is really interesting. I'm not a big college football guy, but I thought it'd be interesting because excuse me, I heard this one was better than the Madden this year, which is nice. I play a little bit, it's pretty fun, you know. The football arcade type things. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I have not played this game yet. I have played the other game, the Jedi Order, that is. I've seen a lot of good things for this game, and I'll have to get it at some point. This game is really big. It just has like 130 gigabytes on the Xbox One or Series X, which is annoying. And also, this is the deluxe edition, but I bought it used, so unfortunately, I couldn't get the like deluxe stuff. But that's honestly not a big deal. It's mostly cosmetics. And what's annoying about the deluxe edition stuff is the fact that it costs like $10-15 extra usually. For this game at least, but I don't think it's worth it. Moving on to Xbox 360, beautiful Katamari. This game it's a Katamari game. Haven't had a chance to play this yet, but I picked it up because I thought it'd be neat. I've been buying a lot of 360 games recently because I have yeah, you know, compression. You know, what do you think we are? Game developers? We're supposed to figure this crap out? You know, it's not like this is our job. But yeah, I've played the first Katamari Damacy game, and I think most of the Katamari games are just very similar. They have a lot of similarities in terms of just gameplay and stuff, and yeah, I'll have to check this one out. I was inspired by TCG and him streaming a lot of the other Katamari games, and I've been on the lookout for a lot of them because he played We Love Katamari and the PSP one, which I forget the name of. So I've just been on the lookout for any Katamari games, and I'll have to give it a shot at some point. Just a bunch of other games that I've been playing currently, so I just haven't had the time. Call of Duty Black Ops and Black Ops 2. This is the combo pack. I got this for Christmas. My uncle bought it for me one year. Somehow my parents were convinced to let a 15-year-old play Call of Duty. But yeah, again, this is yeah, absolutely. I played this game for zombies. Again, the zombies in the Treyarch. When you're playing Treyarch Call of Duty games, you're usually playing the zombies. It's really good, but the multiplayer was really good too, especially Black Ops 2. It just felt very solid. It's kind of hard to describe unless you've like actually played it, but it just felt very solid. The game felt very fun to like control, and the gunplay was really solid. Well, it was a lot, don't get me wrong, it was a lot better on the 360 era. I think, gosh, like, once you got to like BO4, like that was really when it started to get really bad. No. BO3, once you got to like the PS4, Xbox One era, that's when those sizes like really went up. Like honestly, the good thing about the 360 and PS3 era was games weren't really that big. For like, they did a pretty good job. Even like the first party developers, they did a pretty good job at keeping their games small. But once we got to like Xbone and PS4, it's like, I don't even know what compression is. Yeah, even the campaigns is pretty good. I played the campaign for BO1. I haven't played BO2 yet, but they're pretty solid. Cold War era shooters, you know, a lot of espionage stuff and interesting plot twists in that regard. Yeah. Yeah, imagine optimizing your game. COD 4 Modern Warfare classic. I played this game, I played the multiplayer with some friends back in the day, and I mainly bought it for the campaign because they actually made really good Call of Duty campaigns. This is the Game of the Year edition, which doesn't mean anything because I don't get the DLC. Actually, the DLC is free nowadays. I just downloaded it off the store so I could play the map pack. That's literally all the DLC for this game. I don't even know why they call it the Game of the Year edition. Also have Call of Duty World at War. I bought this for the campaign and also for zombies. This is where it started. I think you can play the multiplayer for these older ones. It's just not always recommended. I think the servers are fixed now that, like, I think since Microsoft purchased Activision, they've like went back and made the servers better, at least on Xbox, I think. I don't know if anyone really plays the games nowadays, but, you know, because at least they actually tried. Except for on PC, you don't want to play those games on PC. You want to keep your computer, you don't play those games on PC, especially the multiplayer. Halo Reach. This was another game I got back in the day. I played a crap ton of the multiplayer. I haven't played a bit of the campaign. You know, Halo. Not really sure how to describe Halo, but it's, you know, it's a really good shooter. I had a lot of fun with that back in the day. Just doing like really wacky stuff and kind of it was more physics-based in Call of Duty, so you could do a lot of like wacky sci-fi stuff, and it was really cool. Dead Space 2, one of my favorite games of all time. This is a really good game, really good shooter. The gunplay, you just, you know, really took advantage of the space setting and kind of making you feel like it made you feel like a space guy or something. And the gunplay was exceptional, like especially with stuff like gravity. You can like shoot off limbs and like use them and shoot them back at people. And they really ramped it up in the second game because they fixed a lot of little things from the first game. 2 is definitely the better game of the two. Well, the original, that is. 3's alright. But 2 is the one that people think is the best. If I were to, it's definitely a lot more action-y than the first game. Than horror compared to the first game, but the first game isn't really that scary. And yeah, I really enjoy it. It's a very solid horror shooter, if you're into that sort of thing. I realize some of you guys are a little bit what's the word? Cautious when it comes to, you know, horror shooters, but yeah, I would give this one a try at some point. Whoever is brave enough. Final Fantasy 13. Have not played this game. I've heard this is the bad Final Fantasy. I would not know. This game, I've seen the beginning of the flop playthrough, and it looked all right. You know, it had the, you know, all the elements of a Final Fantasy game. Apparently the thing with this game is it's like the first half is like all right, and then for whatever reason like the second half of the game like changes setting completely. I wouldn't know though. Again, all I know is this is the bad one. It looked really good. Like they took advantage. But like, you know what game also looks good? Final Fantasy 15. And that's like an actual good Final Fantasy, I think. Forza Horizon. This is not Forza Motorsport 3. I had to actually sell Motorsport 3 because my 360 doesn't work anymore. So I couldn't really hold on to it. And also I can't play the multiplayer, so it didn't really make sense to hold on to it. But yeah, I think this game is more more campaign focused. Like it actually has a story you can follow, and I haven't really played into it, but I like games like that, like racing games with a story, because it actually gives you something to do, which I like. I'm not a really big campaign mode game person in games most of the time, honestly. I actually like to, like, you know, play an actual story and have like more specified objectives and kind of go down that path. So games like this really appeal to me more, but I haven't really played it that much, to be honest. I think this game is somewhat open world as well. But yeah, I remember I think I talked about this a little bit. My niece played this game a while ago, and it's always interesting watching my niece play games, and she just kind of, you know, because she's a young kid, so she just doesn't really have that same grasp on the concept of playing games like optimally. Like you're just playing it to have fun, like purely to have fun, and so you're just doing whatever the heck you feel like doing, and so you just like race around, crash into walls, and like go backwards and stuff. It was really cool to see her do that. It was it's interesting because at one hand my you know, my completionist guy was like, you need to do the objective, you need to do the thing. It's like you need to actually see the game. On the other hand, it's like, who cares, you're having fun, like go for it, man. Lego Batman, one of my favorite games of all time. I 100%ed this game in a week when I bought it. Like less than a week, I think. Like I bought it. I played the crap out of it. Got all the achievements and everything. And yeah, I think I beat it too fast because the game actually started to not work that well as I make your cargo room better. Like, why are you? You need to. If you don't go make your car go, I'm not gonna. So help me! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! But yeah, I have a very fond memories of this game, and I will always love it. And it was actually the first time I ever 100% completed it, believe it or not. And it was pretty easy because of the achievement stuff. But the funny thing, there's like stuff in the game. Yeah, there were like actual glitches that the game had that I had never seen before. I'm not sure if it was emulation or not, because again, Xbox One emulates, yeah, the emulation for Xbox 360 on Series X is, I think, mostly pure emulation. But I'm not sure if it was an emulator issue or just the fact that the game is old. So like, you know, some older games have that stuff. But again, I was having a blast, a big old smile on my face. And when I beat the game, I was like, yeah, I'm proud of myself for finally doing that. Metal Gear Solid HD Collection. This is the one that has Peace Walker on it. I think the console edition had Peace Walker. This is 2, 3, and Peace Walker. I have not played this yet. I have not had the chance, but I wanted to pick this up because I think it's the optimal versions of these games. So 2 is... these are all the updated version, essentially. 2 is 2... I forget what they're called. That's essentially what it is. And then Peace Walker is a PSP game, which I've seen stuff for, but I haven't actually played it. I will get around to these at some point, because I have wanted to play Metal Gear Solid for a while, but I still have to play the first one. Or maybe I'll just look up a walkthrough. I don't know. Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. This is my brother's game. I played the first half of this game, and the only reason I didn't get rid of it was, again, it's my brother's game, so I have no reason to sell it myself. But you know, if we ever want something to play, we definitely can. This was a good era for Lego games. Like, I really enjoyed these. Like Pirates of the Caribbean, Star Wars 3, the Harry Potter games. Pretty solid, you know, just before the open world stuff, they kind of perfected their craft with kind of the more pseudo open world stuff and the levels. And yeah, it was pretty good. It was really fun. Sonic Generations. The best Sonic game. I have beat this game. Beat it. I've gotten to the final boss. Yeah, this is my favorite Sonic game that I've played. I have a lot of, you know, just the boost formula of games I really enjoy, and it's fun to just race through the levels, and it's pretty good, well done. It's a very well designed game, and just it feels very solid, very fun to play, as solid as a Sonic game can be. But yeah, all in all, yeah, time for a change of pace. Good lord. Yeah, that's one of my favorite video game moments ever. That part in the Egg Dragoon boss fight where I just phased through the robot's body and it just doesn't do anything. Gosh, but the final boss pisses me off. I genuinely do not understand that boss. Maybe if I go back and do it again, I'll have to. I'm kind of tempted to pick up the Sonic X Shadow, the updated version that came out this year, because I kind of want to play the Shadow stuff for that game, but maybe at some point I will. We are now moving on to PS4 games. PS4. 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. I know nothing about this game. I picked it up because it looked interesting to me. From what I understand, this game is a, like, you know, it's like a robot game, like a Gundam game, essentially. Not a Gundam game, like, you know what I mean. Like giant robots, and it's a war type thing with high schoolers. You know, freaking yeah, I remember this. This was the one that I thought sounded like a song for Xenoblade. But yeah, this game is like, you know, freaking Evangelion, SSS Gridman, freaking, you know, Ender's Game, the sci-fi plot type stuff. Or like you take high schoolers and put them in like dangerous situations and with giant robots or war stuff. It's you know, it's fun. It's fun stuff, I guess. I've seen Joseph Anderson play this game a lot, if you guys know who that is. And I just realized something. This guy, oh, hi there, Moon. Good to see you. I am doing a freaking game collection showcase right now. And I just got to the PS4 games. But no, I just noticed something. This guy right here on the case kind of looks like Josuke from Part 4. That's really funny. That's great. This is 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. I know nothing about this game, but I picked it up because it looked interesting. It's like a, you know, a Gridman type game, freaking Evangelion, I think. One of those. I think it's a visual novel of sorts. Final Fantasy VII Remake. I own this game on PC. It's the updated version, but I own this because I wanted to. Like, this game isn't as big on PS4, so if I wanted to play it, I could. But yeah, the remake, I played quite a bit of the remake. I got like about halfway through, and I really enjoyed it. It's like the newer style of Final Fantasy gameplay, where it's like the real-time stuff, but it has some turn-based stuff, with some strategy, and yeah, it's the first like third of Final Fantasy 7. I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy 7. I really like you know, that game, the story, the characters, the setting, all of it is really cool. I beat most of the original. I got to like the end, the final boss, but I never actually beat it. And again, I got to halfway through. I got to the... So, a little bit of a spoiler. So, there are certain like enemies in the game, in the original game, that are normal enemies. However, in the remake, they are turned into like... They're turned into my favorite Final Fantasy VII character. Like, I'll have to get back to you on that. I've never played Final Fantasy VIII. I don't own it. I've heard that one's pretty bad, though. I've heard that one's pretty meh. Like, the junctioning system is the thing that people kind of talk about a lot. But the games looked interesting to me. I'll have to give it a shot at some point. Speaking of Final Fantasy, more Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy X, 10-2, the remaster. I got this game for Christmas last year, and I've been wanting to play it. This game looks interesting to me as well. This is kind of the era of Final Fantasy where they started like doing some like weirdo stuff with the combat and kind of leveling systems. Like I mentioned junctioning in Final Fantasy VIII, but this game had like a really like archaic, not really archaic, but it was a very unique kind of leveling system where you could kind of make a character. Like, you could basically, where a character would level up in a way, like, you would basically make a character as you go throughout the game. So it's good to ever remake a Switch. Yeah, the remake is on, well, it's a remaster that's on every modern platform. Yeah, PC, PS4, Xbox, Switch, yeah. Both versions are actually on PC. You can play the original version, like the original PC port, or the remaster on PC. But I don't own either. But back to 10. So it has 10 and 10-2. I played a little bit of 10, but I haven't really gotten around to... I didn't really get very far. I tried to stream it, but it wasn't the most interesting thing, honestly. And that game is kind of long. Like, Final Fantasy games are really long. Like, I remember... like, Plaz streamed Final Fantasy VII, which is one of the shorter ones. And it took him, like, gosh, your average streams are, like 2-3 hours, maybe longer. Like, your 7 streams are shorter for your streams. So it took you a couple streams. But, yeah, Final Fantasy games are pretty long, so it's kind of an investment. Ghost of Tsushima. I have this game because I'm not about to support Sony on PC. This is like a Souls type game. It's like samurai action type stuff. One of those. I'll have to try this at some point. It always looked interesting to me. And it's by Sucker Punch, the guys who did the Sly games. And the Infamous games. But I'll have to check it out to get back to you on that. Gravity Rush 2. I own the first game on digitally. I have not played this game yet. The best way I can describe this, it is a freaking... Gosh, how do I describe Gravity Rush? It's essentially... It's like a platformer type game, I guess. But your character, they can like manipulate gravity. It's in the name. I know very little about Gravity Rush. I'll have to play it at some point so I can kind of talk about it. Maybe I'll stream it. Like, I think it's a shorter game, but the fact that they made 2 of them is pretty cool. And I will self-report, I bought that game the other day. It was $50 because of course it is, because, you know, Sony, they're like Gravity Rush 2, so of course they didn't. Nobody's getting that game. Of course, I wanted to get it, so I was a FOMO, honestly. And I had the store credit, so I could afford it. I wasn't about to drop $50 on a game that I had no reason to play immediately. Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 remix. This is a HD remix. It has 1 and 2 final mix, Chain of Memories and Birth by Sleep final mix, and then the cinematic movies for 3, 5, 8 over 2 days, and Recoded, the DS games. Kingdom Hearts is an action game. I have not played it. I know very little. My buddy, say fellas. Say, I just realized. Yeah. Someone say the door to dankness. Yeah. I did see the other day at the game store that I got that they have the Story So Far collection, which also includes 2.8. No. It includes Dream Drop Distance, 2.8, and X. Door X back cover or whatever it's called. Like it's really convoluted. I hate the naming titles for Kingdom Hearts. It's really annoying to keep track of. Like, I don't know why they can't name them like normal things, like, you know, Kingdom Hearts and Knuckles or something like that. Like, it was simple, easy. Yeah, you know, the story in Kingdom Hearts is very, very gripping, very engaging. I've been thinking about getting one on PC, but honestly, I just would rather just own it on console, because the file sizes on, like, nobody optimizes their games on PC anymore, so it's really annoying to like buy the game and then just have to download them, and you know, taking up all that space on your PC. Knack, the greatest game of all time. I have not played this yet. I was thinking about playing it on stream, honestly. Like, I want to do one of those streams where like I play through the whole thing, because this thing is like really, really short. Yeah, just buy more storage, just go online, buy more. But yeah, this game is one of those. Yeah, it was like a really, really early, it was a launch title for the PS4, and I picked it up. I think it was like $10, and like, you know, that's what I call, that's we in the business call that a steal, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man, like, I'll have to play it. But in all seriousness, Knack, not a very good game. Kind of generic character platformer, and not really anything worth your time, unless you just want to see the memes if you're a donkey guy. The Last of Us Remastered. This is the first Last of Us remaster. Should have been the only one, in my opinion. But yeah, Last of Us, you know, Naughty Dog game, one of those cinematic shooters. The story is really good as far as I'm aware. I have not played it yet. I'll have to at some point. Oh yeah, they made Astrobot, so obviously Knack, you know, gotta move over, Knack. Astrobot is the new king of Sony character platformers. Yeah, obviously. But yeah, Last of Us, really good game. You know, zombie game. It's a documentary of living in Atlanta. Don't ask. But yeah, I've heard the story is really good, really solid. And I'll have to give it a shot at some point, because I like a lot of those like 3D shooters, the kind of third-person action shooters, and the game always looked interesting to me. It's just, I have a lot of games that I own. Joel's, hey, you know what? You're right, Plaz. Honestly, I'm really glad they decided to remaster The Last of Us again. That was a really good idea. Near Replicant. So this is the remaster slash remake, whichever. This is like the so this is the first Nier game. But the thing about this game is, so from what I understand, excuse me, from what I understand, the thing with the first Nier game was there were 2 different versions of the game in Japan, and this game is based off of the second version that we never got, because the original release of the game in the West was the first was only one of the versions, and this is based off of the other version, as far as I'm aware. I don't exactly know the whole story or remember off the top of my head. I just read it off Wikipedia, so it's obviously true, but this game, you know, it's a Nier game, so obviously it has a lot of the same you know, like gameplay stuff, and just is a action game. Automata is a really good game, and I think this game is good. Haven't played it yet. You're gonna notice a trend. I have so many games that I stopped to play. Persona 5, the only game that matters. I regret buying this game, not because it's a bad game, but because literally the day I bought it or the day after I bought it, Persona 5 Royal went on sale for like $15, like $15 on the PS4 store. So I picked that up because I'm a masochist. But yeah, the original version of Persona 5 is not horrible. Like, you know, it's Persona 5, but like from what I understand, like Royal is just one, you know, with a lot of Persona games, like the updated version is just the better option in a lot of regards. I know some people feel differently depending on like which game you ask. Like for 3, like some people prefer Fez, some people prefer Portable. Even for 4, some people prefer vanilla Persona 4 to Golden, which I could kind of see why, I guess. But Royal, like, I don't know, apparently in the original, and I think Karasu can attest to this, or correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that in this game, something like the guns, apparently bullets, like there's like the mechanic where bullets aren't as easily available. I think it's like you have to leave the dungeon to like get more bullets or something like that. That's just what I heard. I don't know how accurate that is, but I think it's one of those things where it's just a small thing that really kind of changes the overall experience depending on how you play. Of course, this game there isn't as much Haru. Horrible game. 0 out of 10. Shit version. Flew in the garbage. Here. Sorry, I'm trying to move all my stuff. Okay, thank you, Karasu. Gosh, why would they even make this game? Okay. Next console. PlayStation 1. I own PS1 games. I'm a collector of all console platforms. Crash Bandicoot 2. My PS2 has PS1 backwards compatibility, and when I tried to play this game, it wouldn't read my memory card, and literally, like, I bought a PS1 memory card so I could play PS1 games, and it won't even recognize it, so I can't even play PS1 games on the PS2, without it like messing up. So thanks Sony. I appreciate it. You know, Crash 2. It's Crash 2. Pretty good action adventure platformer, if you like that sort of thing. And then Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. It's Tony Hawk's. The early Tony Hawk's games were actually pretty good, I will admit. You know, they're one of those, like, you know, you play one, you play it all. I think up until like Project 8 or something like that, when the games kind of get meh. At least they're meh until like Pro Skater 5, which is like, yeah, don't play that game. Even Ride is not great, but yeah, like they have a lot of real, you know, they're products of its time. Very, you know, have a lot of like attitude and stuff, and kind of that raw kind of ooze feel. Like you feel like you're playing a game for that era, and it makes it really cool. The soundtrack is incredible. You got freaking Goldfinger. You can make your own skaters. Dang, welcome to my world. Dang, you could play like so many cool guys. Dang. But I have another one of these, which I'll show later. Now we're getting to the good stuff. Devil May Cry 2! Yeah, let's go. Okay. The actual greatest game of all time. I just saw this on the back of the box. It says cooler than hell. Oh my gosh. That, man, talk about edgy late 90s. Good lord. Early 2000s. This is the greatest. Man. I genuinely do not know. I am so fascinated by this game. Like, this game is actually atrocious. And I would know. I played through both campaigns. And I actively had a miserable time. But I beat it. I beat this game, but I haven't beaten the first one for some reason. Maybe if I go back, I'll like it more. I probably won't. But, you know, who knows? Maybe I'll stream it again, because I streamed the entire game back when I was on Twitch. Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII. Hey, what's going on, Weege? What do you mean mirrored camera? I don't know what you're talking about. It's like you're some kind of streamer or something. Welcome. I'm doing a game collection show off, man. Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII. This is a shooter game? Question mark. You play as Vincent in this game. I know literally nothing about this game other than that. I could not tell you anything else. Another Final Fantasy game. God of War. God of War. Really solid action, you know, hack and slash game. Have not got the chance to play it. That's a running theme. I just own so many games, but I haven't actually played. Matt Mercer? Not this game. Steve Bloom voiced Vincent in this era of Final Fantasy games. So he voiced him in freaking gosh, it was this game. It was Dirge of Cerberus, I think Advent Children, and then also Dissidia, I think, as well. The first Dissidia for the PSP. Actually, it might have been NT as well. I don't remember. I don't know that game. But yeah, like that era of Final Fantasy VII games. But yeah, God of War, you know, classic. This is the original God of War. Yeah, still a VAW. Absolutely. But yeah, I would like to play this because I like hack and slash games. You know, speaking of Devil May Cry, yeah, PS2 was like the Wild West. You could literally have anything you wanted on it, and it would be a banger, maybe. Heat Blast W. Oh yeah, Steve Bloom did. Did he voice Heat Blast? I don't remember. If that's what you're talking about. Ico, have not played this yet. I will at some point. Oh yeah, in Transformers Prime, I remember that. This is a Team Ico game. As you know, I love Shadow of the Colossus, so I'll have to play it at some point. I've seen a bit of like gameplay, so I'll have to try it out. This game is is different from Shadow of the Colossus. It's more like on the ground action, I guess. You're kind of more in like limited areas, and there's more like platform stuff. Oh yeah, it was Bill Gax. Okay. But yeah, Ico, and it's one of those like more simple stories where you have to figure it out as you go along. Jak and Daxter, freaking incredible PS2 platformer. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. So this is a little bit trippy. So the game, because this game is like edgy or whatever, the title, it like goes off to the side. Yeah, I definitely have seen that and heard that. And it's a glorified escort quest game because you have a girl that's actually alive that you're trying to save. But yeah, Jak and Daxter is like a collectathon platformer in the same vein as like the Banjo-Kazooie games. That's the reason I picked it up. I wanted to get this game. Jak 2 and 3 are not like that, and I have not thought about picking them up. And also, they're not very easy to find. They're also on the PS4. You could probably get it. Yeah, PS2 is a great console. Oh my gosh. Backwards compatibility, banger titles, and you can use it as a DVD player. So, you know, if you're ever in the MO. Oh, yeah, by the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed. So some of my games have some of this peel stuff. As you know, when you go to a used game store, some of them have to have like their tags for the prices. And for whatever reason, the game store that I've been going to more recently has decided to put a big old like white like square on there. Like they used to use like those little like is this a little like orange or green tags where you could like just very casually just strip it on. It was like it took up no space at all and you could just write down. But for some reason they have like printed out tags now, and it's really annoying to remove unless you like remove it immediately. And now it's just, I want to have the case like actually look good, but because, you know, I'm not very good at taking that stuff off, it just kind of looks trashy. You may have noticed that, so I just wanted to explain it. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. This is a action beat 'em up game, actually. Return of the King. The Two Towers also has a game like this, and I have played this game. A friend of mine used to have this for the GameCube, and we played it. So I'll have to at some point. And it's the Lord of the Rings, which is awesome. Like literally so a damp cloth. I'll have to remember that. I'll have to try that. That would probably work. But yeah, this game, like you can literally just, oh, apparently this game had online co-op. That's really cool. I tell you, man. Iron hit combo. Yeah. But yeah, this game, and it's Lord of the Rings, like literally only game with scenes and music from the films. Gosh, back when they did that. Gosh, a Hobbit does lose. Dude, you can play as the hobbits in this game. Like they allow you to play as the main characters from the Fellowship. So you could technically, I don't know if there's combos in this game. That would be really funny, honestly. Gosh, they don't make freaking licensed games like this anymore. And not even say this game is amazing as far as I'm aware. Like, it's fine. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. I picked this up before I got this. Before I got the HD collection. Because I didn't think I was gonna find the HD collection, to be honest. And I made the mistake, so when I got this from the game store, oh my gosh, dude, Lord of the Rings fighting game. Unironic. That would be so good. I would love that. Oh my gosh. Dude, you're making the game sound a lot better than it actually is. I wish it, oh gosh, that sounds really good now. But yeah, like, so when I got this game, the store that I got it from, they also had the updated version. They had Substance, but I didn't realize that Substance was like an updated version of Metal Gear Solid. I thought it was like its own thing, so I didn't think to pick it up. So I mistakenly got this. Not to say it's a bad thing, but I kind of wanted to get this version because, or the other version, because apparently that version also has a skateboarding mini game, and I'm really pissed off because I got this version by mistake. So, I mean, I still have the HD version, so I can play the skateboarding mini game, but I'm upset. I'm upset that I can't play Metal Gear Pro Skater on PS2, unless I go back to that game store and they still have Substance. Which I highly doubt they would, because it's Metal Gear Solid 2. Persona 4. This is the bonus disc edition. So it comes with a bonus disc. Get wrecked, losers. This is the original Persona 4, you know, Atlas game. It is... What? Oh, okay, the bonus disc is a freaking music disc, I think. But yeah, if you played, you know, any version of Persona 4, it's pretty good. Obviously, Golden is the more freaking like more modern, kind of better version to play for quality of life stuff. But this version is still fine. Especially because, you know, it's Persona 4. It's a really good game. It doesn't... It's a nice history lesson. I think I've mentioned this before. The VAs for Chie, Teddy, and... No. So the VAs for Teddy, Chie, Kanji, Naoto... Yeah, Naoto, Kanji, Chie, and Teddy's VAs are all different in this game. In this, in the vanilla Persona 4, Teddy is voiced by Dave Wittenberg. Is it Dave or Dan? It's the guy that voiced gosh, what was that guy's name from Digital Devil Saga? The Jamaican guy. I forget his name. Just Chie and Teddy. Really? I could have sworn, because Kanji is voiced by Troy Baker in this game. And Naoto is a different one as well. I could have swore. Well, the big ones are Chie and Teddy. That's the one I know. And then I don't remember who voiced Chie in this game. It was literally the only, like, literally the only well, I do realize for well, I'm talking about in terms of this game. I know that the VAs they carry over for other games, because in P4 Arena, Kanji's VA is the same, but in Dancing All Night, that's when he changed to Matt Mercer. And then, yeah, it's Persona 4. Persona 4? Rayman 2 Revolution. This is Rayman 2 for the PS2. This game originally came out for the GameCube. I'm wrong. This game originally came out for the N64. But this is like an updated version with like better stuff. I don't know. Haven't played it yet. Okay, thank you for the clarification. Yeah, I remember that. I thought that was what it was. Oh my gosh, this reeks. Is that bad? Can you guys see that? It's like some white stuff. It's like some, like, I don't know what this is on the actual disc. I hope that's not bad. But yeah, this game, it's like a, you know, action platformer. The Rayman games, the early Rayman games are pretty good. Someone remade the first game on PC for free. You can like download it on itch or whatever. It's pretty solid. And then two and 3 are both on Xbox, I want to say. Like you could download the HD editions. So you can still play them modernly. I have not played it yet. Another game I have not played. Shadow of the Colossus, a really good game. I would call it one of my favorite games stylistically. Like I love a lot of things about this game. Just the overall, just like setting of this game. The gameplay is, when it works, is really solid. It feels really good to play this game. Obviously, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this version unless you like jank. Even the PS4 version has some jank, but it controls a lot better. Quote unquote. This is a beautiful janky game, and I am Shadow of the Colossus. Great game. Never played it. It's one of those games I would recommend anyone play at least once. It's really solid. All right, Sly Cooper, freaking action adventure platformer. I've played like a third of this game. it's in the PS2 right now, so I don't even have it. What? What's this? Oh. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Sorry, I didn't want to show the receipt in case it like had anything bad on it, but it doesn't. Gosh, I paid $20 for this? Wait, what? I don't remember. Anyway, good game. You know, platformer, a lot of bangers on the PS2, really good. The only thing is, this game, if you are gonna check this game out, it has some like gameplay variety, like some sections that aren't exactly you playing as Sly. For instance, this game has several turret sections which suck. I've already played one. It's really not fun. It's one of, I do not like turret sections in any game, and especially games where you only have one hit. Like you're one hit and then you die, unless you get like a extra like hit thing. It's one of those games, so it can be rough at times. But I've been enjoying it. I haven't had the chance to play it a lot, but you know, it's pretty enjoyable. It's one of those games. Having to lean down for some of these. Larry Boy and the Bad Apple. Freaking based off of the movie, quote unquote movie. This game is like a 3D platformer, I guess. I know very little about this game, honestly. I picked it up on a whim. I thought it looked interesting. I'll have to play it at some point. Maybe I'll get my brother to play it with me, because we like VeggieTales. And I know literally nothing about this game. I've seen I think Game Grumps played it. I think, don't quote me on that. It's been a while, so I don't remember, but you know, it's one of those games. I'm kind of surprised VeggieTales had licensed games, to be completely honest with you. I'm not surprised, but again, like, what the heck? What are we doing here? I think they made several like VeggieTales games. they made a Game Boy Advance version of that game, and then they made like, I think that's mostly it. VeggieTales, for as big as it was, never really got like video games. Beautiful Joe, this is a PS2, like PS2 obviously. It's like a 2D side scroller beat 'em up type thing. I've seen oh my gosh, and PS2 exclusive, you can unlock Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Can't see it, but yeah, you can play as Dante in this game. That's cool. But yeah, I've seen a lot for this game. You know, Life Arrow mentioned this game a lot, but I have not had the chance to play it yet. What's interesting, an interesting piece of trivia. So this game has two games, and there was a demo disc that had the second game, a demo for the second game once, and apparently there was an issue with that demo disc where if you played that Beautiful Joe 2 demo, it would completely wipe your memory card, your PS2 memory card. So literally you would lose all your save data for every game. And I haven't looked into why it caused that, but I think that's a big deal. Like the fact that if you play why am I wearing gloves? Because I could not tell you where most of these games have been since I have stored them. So I would rather just not they're really dusty and stuff. So I'd rather just kind of not take any chances of having like ick or gunk or whatever. But yeah. Beautiful Joe. Another game I haven't played. Was it a good game? Yeah. Beautiful Joe 2? I don't know. I've never played it. I would hope so. Let's rock, baby! But yeah, Devil May Cry, Clover Studio game. They made Okami, right? I don't remember. I gotta lean over. We love Katamari for the PS2. Obviously. This is another Katamari game. This is the one that I watched TCG stream back in the day, and I really enjoyed it. So once I saw it, I was like, oh, I'm definitely picking this up. This game is also, they also remastered this game. They did. I will play Okami. I have played like an hour of Okami on the Switch, and I have it on PC. And I'm looking forward to the sequel. Well, quote unquote sequel. But yeah, we love Katamari. Everyone loves Katamari. We all love Katamari. And you know, wacky, silly stories. Alright, so gosh. We're like an hour and a half in, and I'm only 5 cases in. Okay, I will be right back. I have to get the next case of games. Man, I tell you, showing showing out the fake. Yeah, you guys want to see my chair? It's literally just a freaking chair. Like, this is the chair I got from my dining room, like, years ago. Is literally all it is. But it's lasted me better than any office chair money can buy. I tell you, you never really know, like, never really knows how many games you actually have until you do a dumb game showcase stream for his friends and whoever else is watching. Alright, we're doing Wii U, because I only have 2 Wii U games. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I love Monster Hunter, I really do. I started with this era of Monster Hunter, but I haven't really played much of this game. This game is like, it's, if you've seen stuff for like 4 Ultimate and Generations, it's like that, but like less polished essentially. The gameplay is definitely there. I enjoyed what I have played with this game, but it's kind of one of those games where it's a little bit more clunky, and there's underwater gameplay, so you can swim. And although it's on the Wii U, so it has some pretty cool stuff, and the monsters are really cool. It looks really good for a Wii U game, honestly. But yeah, and I think this game has online on Pretendo. I think. Don't quote me on that. And then the only game worth having on the Wii U is Super Smash Brothers for Wii U. I waited too long. I got this game before the Wii Shop shut down, but I didn't get any of the DLC characters because I knew for a fact I would never be playing this game with anybody. I thought about playing this game for a video one time, but then I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, don't get me wrong, this game holds a very special place in my heart. I'm a big fan of this game, but I have no desire to go back to it anytime soon. Cause besides the fact that it's like Smash and I don't really play a whole lot of fighting games, I just don't really, like, again, I think Ultimate fixed a lot of the problems with Smash 4, so it's just a better game to play. We're going on to GameCube now. Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. This is another, like, 3D action game in the same vein as freaking the Lord of the Rings game. But it's based off of the Chronicles of Narnia, which is a pretty good movie. I really enjoyed it. Although it's definitely more like action, like an adventure type game. You have like puzzles and stuff that you can do. And I played this game at a friend's house like years ago on the PS2 version. But I got it for the GameCube. Because it was like no lie, the only reason I have this on GameCube is because it was $1 cheaper than the PS2 version. I was like, I am saving money wherever I can, and it's fine. It's literally the same game. Like, I guess, I don't know. Luigi's Mansion. Everybody knows Luigi's Mansion. Great game. I haven't gotten that far because I wasn't able to figure. It was having a little bit of trouble figuring some stuff out. Like, this game is a little bit archaic in the control department, but I was able to. Well, here's what happened. I got pretty far. Like, I got a little bit into the game, but then I got lost, and I was like, yeah, I don't really feel like figuring out where to go right now, so I just stopped playing. It was one of those situations. But yeah, Luigi's Mansion is fun. It's a very fun game. The controls are pretty solid. The atmosphere, spooky game. What's Luigi's Mansion? It's a house. It's a house down the road. You better be looking out for it. Metroid Prime, great game, incredible game. Never played it, but I've heard good things about it. The freaking case. It's a DVD play. It's a DVD case I guarantee you, the day these guys like sold this game, they freaking had like extra copies of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and they just like switched them out for freaking this game. But you know, it's a Nintendo shooter, so you know, Nintendo's take on Halo, except it's not at all. I have played it. I'm just joking. I'm a funny man. I gotta make jokes sometime. Metroid Prime 2. It's fine. It's still good. It's Metroid Prime. I don't like this game mainly because it's like more annoying to play. It's more annoying to play. Skip it. I mean, it's more annoying to play than Metroid Prime 1. Like, I just don't like playing it as much because there's just so much more to keep track of, and it's like really annoying with like the Dark World gameplay and some stuff, and so the boss is just a lot more annoying to deal with, and I'm not as good with it. He didn't even beat Prime. I thought you did. I thought Karasa beat Prime 2. I legitimately thought you did. I thought I saw your stream. It was like, oh, he beat the game. Good for him. Shadow the Hedgehog. Good game. This case was literally, I guarantee you, this game was like printed. This case was printed the day they got this game in. You can like smell the last of the printer ink. Uncover the truth about Sonic's arch rival, Shadow the Hedgehog. Aw, man. Oh well. Hey, maybe next time. Okay, I don't read the Hedgehog. I actually, this is a little bit off topic. I went to go see Sonic 3 with my brother this past week, and I really enjoyed it. Pretty all right, you know. You know, Sonic the Hedgehog film. You know, it was literally just, it was pretty much Sonic Adventure 2, but in movie form, which is fine. It's a more palatable version of Sonic Adventure 2, the way I see it. I honestly, anything to not play that game. But freaking, yeah, it's definitely on the lower end of kind of entertainment value. Like, obviously, I was not the intended demographic of that movie, but I still enjoyed it. It was a pretty fun time. And then the freaking the ending scene was pretty epic, I will admit. And then some of the stuff with Jim Carrey, some of the stuff with Jim. Yeah, you go after your damn Force Chaos Emerald. But the stuff with him playing Ivo and Gerald, both Robotniks, I realized there was one I forget which joke it was. There was like one point in the movie that really made me laugh a lot. It was like the only time I laughed, because I don't know, like it was very charming. I didn't really laugh that much, but I still found it cool. It was nice. I really like those movies. I've yet to see Sonic 2. I skipped 2 because I didn't really care that much. But I'll have to go back and watch it. Monkey Ball 2. Haven't played it yet, obviously. This game is Monkey Balls. Mom checks my phone. Yeah. Sorry, my mom says I can't swear. This game is a really good game, really solid game. You know, it's a puzzle like platformer game. Well, not puzzle platformer, it's like a puzzle ball game. Gosh, I'm mad because I accidentally ripped open the case. If you can see it. Trying to get the sticker off, if it'll show. Like, I left an indent by accident. Gosh, I'm so mad at myself. And I'm mad at these, like, I understand why, but why can't you just put like the little like stick-on thing? It was so much easier. And this game, how much did I pay for this? Paid 15 bucks. Paid 15 bucks for Super Monkey Ball 2. What a deal. That's a steal in my book. in my opinion. Then Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good game. Pretty good skateboard game. I haven't played that much, but the controls felt a lot better. And yeah, it's just another pro skater skateboarding game. Okay, so we are now on to the Wii section. Yeah, pretty good value. Gosh, okay, so we're heading on to Wii. I have so many Wii games, so I really hope this doesn't take that long. I may have to speed run. Okay, first up, Ben 10 Alien Force. I have not played this yet, but I picked it up because I remember Plaz played it back in the day, him and Big Oof. Oh, it gets sealed. There's a piece of tape on it. You see that? It's like reflective. That's interesting. Who's trying to seal Ben 10 Alien Force? But yeah, it's like a action platformer type game, you know, one of those from the 2000s. It looked alright, so I decided to pick it up. And I like Alien Force. I think this is the second. I don't know if this game like continues the story from the other game that they played, but like this game looked pretty cool. And I like Alien Force, so that's why I picked it up. And it wasn't that expensive. Oh, Protector of Earth. Is that the is this the sequel to Protector of Earth, or is this just its own game? I picked it up mainly because I like Alien Force more, but I can understand if it doesn't. Okay, gotcha. All right. Next game, Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2009. I picked this up by accident because I thought it was a different game that I'll show you in a moment. But these games are really... Oh, really? Okay, that's cool. Huh, I did not know that. Which villain is it, Plaz? Which villain is it from the show? Because I've seen all of Alien Force. So I may know who you're talking about. Yeah, I'll get back to Cabela. So Cabela's these games are like really insane games. Like they're hunting games, but from what I understand, they're very like the setting, kind of story, and the like the stuff that you do is like actually like really crazy. They're basically like gallery shooters, like a Time Crisis and stuff like that. That's the best way I can describe it. And it's like a fight for your life type thing. It's really wacky. I have not played this yet. Gorbon. Okay. I have not seen Omniverse, so I understand. I thought you were talking about a person from Alien Force. But since it's Omniverse, I sleep. I sleep, my friend. But speaking of games that I meant to pick up, Dangerous Hunts 2013. This is the one that I wanted to pick up, but they did not have it. So I picked this up instead, and I picked up 2009 instead. But this game, for I'm gonna play through this game, it's, oh my gosh, man. Like, wow. Like, I've never been so enamored by a hunting game in my life. I think the story, like, this game has an incredible story mode from what I'm aware. It's like this thing where, I think from what I'm aware, the story is there's this hunter guy where at the beginning of this game, his dad is like killed or something. I think it's one of those plots. And the rest of the game is just wild. Pun intended. And if you guys are on the lookout, make sure if you pick up this game, you get, you see that? Get 1 year of Field and Stream Outdoor Life for just $5. So you're eating good if you pick this up. Hunting is a generous term. Yeah, more like freaking. These games are to Call of Duty. These games are like the Call of Duty of fighting hunting games, I guess. Chicken Little Ace in Action. This game is based off of the fake. So I've seen like 30 minutes of like 10 minutes of Chicken Little, but from what I understand, these characters are in the actual movie, and this is a game. This game is, so the plot of this game is, it's a game. The game is in the game. The characters from the movie are playing this game in the game, essentially. And it's like a plot within it. Because they basically make this like a franchise. These characters are based off the characters in the movie, and they're like, that's kind of the joke. But it's actually a pretty solid like shooter game. Like a pretty solid like action platformer shooter type thing. And you know, pretty simple premise, pretty simple plot. And it was a good time. I've been in like, I don't know, a couple hours. Like it wasn't really hard at all. And it was pretty cheap. Donkey Kong Country Returns, great game, really good game. Really good platformer, you know, 2D platformer. I really enjoyed what I did play of this. I almost got to the end. I almost wasn't able to beat it because I ran into like a glitch on like the 4th world. Let's Play channels of video game. Yeah, Chicken Little. Let's Play. What the heck? Oh, I thought there was another disc in here. But yeah, I know a lot of people prefer the 3DS version, but I've always been fine with this version. You just shake the Wii remote and it's fine. I'm a masochist, so I'm fine with like shaking stuff. But yeah, otherwise, nothing too, you know, Donkey Kong game. Disney's Epic Mickey. This is like a 2D, another like 3D action platformer. The gimmick is you can like spray paintbrush to like paint the world or like get rid of stuff, and it's kind of based, like the plot is, it's kind of based on like the rejects of Disney, so stuff like Oswald and kind of characters in that vein. You like go into the world and they've kind of like been, that world has been corrupted by an evil entity that Mickey creates at the start of the game. And I think it's a really interesting concept, and I really enjoyed what I did play of it. I haven't played that much, but it's pretty solid. And the game has been remastered, but it's like $60 on modern platforms, which is unfortunate. FIFA Soccer 09 all play. So something really cool about this era of sports games was the Wii version was really cool because it had safe fellas, yeah, more Kingdom Hearts. The Wii versions of these games had like additional like features, I guess you could call it, like kind of additional stuff to kind of add on to make the game a bit more interesting. Like you can play as your Mii's in this game, and let me tell you, this game was pretty fun. It was a generic sports game, but this game is special to me because of just kind of the fact that it kind of extended beyond me. And my dad played a lot of this game, like back in the day. Like this game had a manager mode, and it seemed like I would watch him play it, and it seemed pretty in-depth. Like I'm not really sure off the top of my head, but he would like come home from work and like play the game. And it was honestly, it was pretty surreal, like watching my dad play a game. Like obviously it wasn't the most in-depth, like he didn't always play, like it let him like sim stuff, a lot of stuff, so you can kind of cut out the middleman. but just the fact that something like that, like he was interested in, it really said a lot about not just this game, but this kind of era of gaming. Like the Wii definitely freaking, the Wii was something special, man. It kind of, you know, it was the connection. It was really interesting. This is Ronald D. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Was it this game specifically? Was it 09? Or is it or was it just FIFA in general? And I played a lot of the of the Mii modes in this game because they were really fun, but I was really bad at this game. Just Dance, the first one, a lot of like Just Dance. You play what? A copy of Wii Sports is in this game for some reason. But yeah, Just Dance. The first game, this was pretty surreal again, because okay, I gotcha. My parents. This was another game my parents played, and we have some very unique memories of my parents playing this game. And the set list was actually pretty good for this game, I will admit. It's a pretty solid dance game. I played a lot, and the fact that like the game was had some pretty interesting challenge and stuff. But yeah, it was surreal to kind of have something, kind of that connection between something that I enjoy and my parents kind of getting into it and kind of bridging that gap was really what I think made this period of gaming special for me, because the Wii was really a console that my family played a lot. It was really it was our console. Obviously I have our Wii now and I play a lot of games, but back in the day, we, pun intended, we played a lot of Wii games, our family. It was really cool. It kind of speaks to the impact that we had, even on a in a general sense. A lot of people played the Wii and really enjoyed it, that era, and a lot of games really catered to the more casual audience, for better or for worse. But I thought it was pretty cool. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. This was one of the first Zelda games I ever played, and I really enjoyed it. You know, Zelda Twilight Princess, you guys have all played this game. I really enjoy this, the atmosphere of this game. Yeah, Mario Kart Wii and Wii Sports. Wii Sports was the one that I played a lot more because I didn't have Mario Kart Wii until later. Actually, more recently. But yeah, Twilight Princess. I got this game because the GameCube version is impossible to find. So the Wii version is a lot more common, obviously. But I am completely fine with this. I always I really enjoy games that had the motion control elements, because it made it, I think it worked a lot better than just the control stick stuff, because for me personally, reaction time wasn't always my strong suit, so it helped a lot better in terms of aiming stuff. And I think, not to say that Zelda was a reaction based game, but I think I just preferred that style of gameplay a lot more to just using the control stick, especially because in a game like Zelda, some of that stuff can be a really precise, a lot more precise than it needed to be, and also it's a little bit hard to explain, but you get what I'm trying to say, and especially with stuff like gyro control, where you can be more precise. Sorry, my family's coming in all at once. But yeah, good game. Really good game. Regardless of what console you play it on.
Are you serious?
Lego Batman again on the Wii. This is the version I played when I was a kid. It was just Lego Batman. I I got very close to 100%ing this version, but I never did because I was a dumb kid. Lego Harry Potter. I never beat this game. I like beat the story, but that was about it. Lego Harry Potter, is a pretty unique game in the sense that, well, it's unique in the sense that, you know, you have the Harry Potter stuff, but I also think it kind of makes it not as unique because a lot of characters play very similarly because they have a lot of the same moveset, which I don't think makes the game as interesting, because I think what's really cool is a lot the character abilities of a lot of characters, and like Harry Potter kind of took that out. They still had that, but it wasn't as they didn't have as much. Oh, I accidentally paused the music, my bad. Like Harry Potter 2. Funny story, I actually played these games before, so I think I mentioned before, my mom made me, made our family read the books before we saw the movies, and I played the first game before so I read the first book, and then I actually got Lego Harry Potter, and then I played the game before I watched the movie. But I played the whole game, so I didn't even read the other books, so I had no context for the actual story, and I was, which I'm fine, they're good games, but it was always funny, because, like, it was the one piece of media in, like, Lego where I hadn't experienced it yet, so I had, like, no context for what was really going on, and I think in a lot of ways it's really interesting, kind of, to see the contrast. If you've, like, never seen, especially because, you know, I was a kid, so I didn't really understand a lot of that stuff. But it's really funny to kind of see the more, like, simplified stuff in the Lego games compared to, like, the media it comes from. Lego Indiana Jones 2. I don't have one. I rented one a lot when I was a kid, but I never actually got to buy it. I think the Lego games were all gifted to me, I think. But I don't like this game as much as the first one. It's fine, though. It's alright. Just wish I had the second game, though. Or the first game, excuse me. But the gameplay is better. It's just the overworld is kind of meh. Lego Star Wars: A Complete Saga. Alright game. I'm not really a big fan of this era, because this was, like, the one game where it's like, I don't know, I wasn't a big fan. I think this game is very janky to play, especially because I tried to go back and 100% complete it. Actually, no, I played Lego Star Wars 2. That was the game that I played. Yeah, I have like a ton of Lego games on Wii. That's literally all I played when I was a kid. Like all the Lego games. I'll show you. I also have Lego Star Wars 3. This is just the complete saga, but better. Oh yeah, I had a good time with that as well. Was that really last year? Okay, I didn't remember, to be honest. But yeah, Star Wars 3. I like this game more than the complete saga, just because it's like, it feels better to play. But both are fine games. But yeah, obviously the complete saga is just all like the first two games, and like I've played those games, so I've like gotten used to it. But I just think, yeah. But it's just the game I prefer because it just feels a lot better to play overall. I have technically 100%ed Lego Star Wars 3, but due to a glitch, I guess I haven't been able to. Oh yeah, the PvP mode. Gosh, man, I've never played that, honestly. Yeah, I'll have to... I have it on Steam, so maybe we can get some, I don't know, maybe I'd have to look into it. That'd be fun to, like, maybe do a video for. Or just play casually. Because I've never played the PvP mode for that game. But I think it'd be interesting. It wasn't very complex, it wasn't very in-depth, but I thought it was fun. Maybe. Although the campaigns were annoying because I was bad at it. Madden 10. Troy Polamalu and Larry Fitzgerald. Incredible football players. Fun for the entire family. Yeah, I played this game a lot, but I sucked at it. I genuinely do not remember anything about this game other than the soundtrack. The soundtrack was incredible. It was really, really good because they didn't have just like modern slop as the soundtrack. So I really enjoyed it. And I was introduced to a lot of artists. Yeah, I remember that. I wasn't a huge fan of that. I thought it was an interesting concept. They kind of... Because I was bad at the game, it kind of destroyed the flow of the game in some areas. Mario Kart Wii. I paid $40 for Mario Kart Wii when I got this. Believe it or not. Wait, did I? Yeah, $40 for Mario Kart Wii. What a game. Yeah, I like went back and like actually tried to play the game a bit. It's very fun. Mario Kart Wii is good. It's really fun. It was worth it, honestly. And I'll have to try to play more of the online through like Wiimi-Fi at some point, because I really enjoyed that. I'll have to try CTGP at some point, because I can actually do it. Because I was able to reconnect my Wii because I have an HDMI adapter now, so I'll be able to do that more easily. Mercury Meltdown Revolution. This is the game that Dan streamed like last month, I think. It's like a monkey ball, but instead you're like moving around Mercury on stages. This game looked really cool when I saw Dan play it, so I decided to pick it up. It was like $4, which was cool. Very, very nice. Metroid Other M. Played like an hour and a half of this game, maybe. Actually, less than that. The concept of this game always looked cool to me, but I haven't really gotten into it that much. Besides, like, just I don't know. I think this game would have worked a lot better. I think, I don't know. This game always kind of irked me, like control scheme wise and story wise and everything about this game. But I'm sure it's fine for what it is. You know, if I could hear what Chris was saying in that video, I'd probably agree with what he said. Metroid Prime 3, you know, another Metroid game. This was the first one that I played because, yeah. This was the first one I played because I heard it was the easiest, and it is really, really easy. I haven't gone back and played it since then. Well, I did a stream one time when it was freaking thunderstorming. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was really easy, really, really easy, which helps. Oh yeah, missiles suck where you have to like point the pointer at the screen. I think in the final boss, that's how you have to beat the final boss. You have to like aim your missiles. No More Heroes. It's Kill or Be Killed. This game, I've not played it. I bought it because I like games with like Wii, motion stuff. I always like those games, like the Sword, exclusively for Wii, except it came out on the PS3, so I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I'll have to check this game out at some point because I really like I like the style of this game. It's a Suda 51 game. All those games look interesting to me. Although I've heard there's some very strange gameplay stuff in this game. Very strange design choices, but I would not know. Oh yeah, I remember that, because you have to like pull stuff out and then like to like activate your ship, you have to pull the lever out and like do that stuff in like certain areas, and I always thought that was really unnecessary, but it was funny though. Resident Evil: The Umbrella Chronicles. This is another yeah. I couldn't find Mario Party 8 for a good price, so I had to get No More Heroes. This is another rail shooter, kind of like Time Crisis, except it's Resident Evil. And I'm pretty sure Wesker is in it. Pretty sure. I think this is the first game that he actually appears in after Resident Evil 1. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's the case. Resident Evil 4 on the Wii. This is just Resident Evil 4 on the Wii. It's, you know, the more action type game. The draw of this version was, of course, it was on the Wii, so it uses the Wii remote. And I think some people prefer this edition. That's the reason I picked it up, because I wanted to actually try it. I will it definitely at some point. My weenies. Ooh. Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff. Super Mario Galaxy. My favorite Mario game. 3D at least. Classic, actual classic. Like, what could be said? Just a really solid game, really solid time. I have not played that much of it, honestly. Like, I played like the first world, but I'll definitely have to get into it, because I just like the overall gameplay, like style of the Galaxy games. It's just really, it's just good. It's just a good time. And it's a select version, which is even better. How much should I pay for this? It doesn't say, but I'm sure it was worth it. Alright, next. Super Paper Mario. This is a Mario game. Obviously. This is, you know, Paper Mario, but 2D. And they changed a lot of stuff. It's basically just a platformer, part platformer RPG. Which I thought was interesting enough. That's the 3D stuff. I never beat this game because I couldn't figure out how to progress through the game. Or maybe I just stopped playing, I don't remember. Otherwise it was fun enough. They turned Luigi evil in this game for some reason. I'm not really sure why they did that, but what are you gonna do? WarioWare Smooth Moves. Plaz played this on his channel. That's not why I picked it up, because I picked it up because it's a good game. That was really the only reason. I like a lot of this motion control stuff in the mini games, and I'll have to try it out. I still haven't played this game, but yeah, I like the WarioWare games. Really interesting. And I don't know why. I thought interesting story about the WarioWare games. So for some reason, I thought that they released two different like WarioWare games. It was either I thought they released like two different games the same year, or they just like didn't release one game. Yeah, I know like the minigame game, like the minigame compilations, obviously you can beat them pretty fast. Wow. Wii Sports Resort. Classic. Actual classic. You know, I played the crap out of this game as a kid. I like this game a little bit more structurally compared to the original game. It just felt a lot more complete than the original game. Like, the original game is great. Wii Sports is a classic. But I like Resort more because it felt like a more complete package. Like it had more to offer, and like the games actually felt like somewhat, I don't know, fleshed out, like more fleshed out, which was nice. Xenoblade Chronicles, classic, actual classic. I own the Switch version, but I own this version for the exact reason you think I do. The Wii version is not easy to find, so it's definitely worth having. And who knows, maybe I'll try it out someday. Because you know, Xenoblade is a good game. I'm just very irked by longer games. Because you know, it's a commitment. Unless it's something I'm like really into, it's kind of hard for me to like dedicate the time to certain games. But I try maybe at some point. I know Xenoblade isn't like as long as I think it is, but you know, maybe at some point. Low res Fiora. I'll personally sit through the whole game with you. Maybe one day, Karasu. Maybe one day. And then Zuzu Pets featuring the Wild Bunch. Why do I own this game? So, you guys remember like back in the day when like back in like 2008, 2009, freaking like Target and like you know, shops like that, they would have like bargain sections for actual like video game stuff, and this was one of the games that my family picked out. And this game, you should not be surprised to learn, this game is not very good. This game is shovelware garbage. That being said, I beat this game. I've beaten this game more than once. I don't know why. I guess, you know, it was something to play. That's really all I can say. Obviously, this game is not very good, but it has multiplayer, which is insane to me. Honestly, I'm really surprised. This is an Activision game, so maybe that's why it's so polished. Quote unquote. Gosh, Activision made this game? Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, that's something. Yeah, I remember Zuzu Pets. Zuzu Pets was... I didn't have any myself, but my family, like they had a ton. They offloaded. Okay, so that's all the Wii games. Rosa. Yes. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna pretend like it's a good investment of time. Well, let me tell you, if I were to choose which game is easier to beat, Zuzu Pets or Xenoblade, I'd probably take Xenoblade, just because at least I'm like actively playing something that's good. Okay, we are almost done. We are very close to being done. Give me just one moment. Okay. So we got time. I thought I was gonna have to speedrun this last section, but we're gonna be all right. Okay, it's been 2 hours. Wow, this has not been as long as I thought it would be. Okay, we're moving on to DS games. I only have two, because of course I do. Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. This game is a, you know, it's a Mario & Luigi game. You know, 2D, you know, 3D RPG, really good, best one. I hate the touchscreen games in this game. The first one is actual pain. Like, I don't know if you guys have played this game, but there's one mini game in particular where you have to use the touchscreen to like get rid of items, and it was so annoying to me when I was a kid. Even like when I beat this game, I actually I think I actually returned this game to the store because I couldn't figure out how to beat it. It was that hard for me. It took me multiple times to do it. But eventually I got past it. That was the hardest part of the game. Honestly, this game is pretty easy. Pokemon White version? Unova is my favorite generation of Pokemon. So funny story, I got Pokemon White, and then I wasn't able to, I got to the first gym, I couldn't beat it, and then I got lazy and returned it. Because I was like, I don't know if I can play this. So then I got Pokemon White, and I figured out that you can literally just like cheat by getting the elemental monkey like next door and beat the gym that way. And then I beat the game. It's pretty alright. It's an alright game. It's Pokemon, what do you want me to say? Moving on to 3DS games. Animal Crossing New Leaf. I played a ton of this game. You know, it's a life simulation game, but it's the worst kind in my opinion, because you actually have to like actively keep up with what's going on in your town. And like it's based on like a real life time limit, which I hate. I really don't like it. I had the new one for Switch, but I got rid of it because I didn't want to play it anymore. Drop your Pokemon team. I will turn on once I finish the collection. I will turn on my 3DS and show you my team. Hopefully it's charged. Fire Emblem Awakening, pretty good game for the time. You know, it was my second Fire Emblem game. I enjoyed it a lot more. I wasn't very good at it, but this is a really good, easy game. So I paid $40 for this game. I think this guy $40. Wow. But yeah, I really enjoyed this game for what it was. Like the team up. This game is really easy because of course it was like the 3DS era. Fire Emblem were really easy. Like the freaking like team up stuff was broken in this game. My awakening wife husband. I dated. Who did I date? I want to say I dated. I want to say I married Shercy. That was who I married. I believe off the top of my head. Yeah. No. That is incorrect. I married No, the reason I said Shercy, I married Longku and Shercy. That's why I remembered. If I played Male Robin, I would have done Shercy easily. But because I did Femme Robin, I did who the heck is that the armor? It's the armored horse guy. It's introduced in like chapter 3, chapter 4, I think it is, the green one. I forget his name. I married that guy. That was who I married. Or that's who I made Robin marry. And then Kellum, I believe that was his name. Yeah. And then no, not the first guy, not the main. Yeah, I think it was Kellum. No, Stahl. Yeah, Stahl. That was who I made him marry. Yeah. Or made Robin marry. But and then Crom married the female one. The female horse knight, whatever her name was. I forgot, it was on my head what her name was. But he married her for whatever reason. That's why I got confused. This is definitely a guy. No, Sully, yeah. Crom married Sully. Yeah, just so we're clear, I played as female Robin. And I married... Robin married Stahl, and Crom married Sully. But yeah, Fire Emblem Awakening was pretty good. Fire Emblem Fate Birthright. Oh, it was Fire Emblem. I never beat this game, but it was really easy. I made Corrin marry... freaking the ninja guy, my main retainer. Because I found out if you... yeah. I made, because the reason I made, Corrin marry him was because I found out that he died... No. The first time I played the game, I didn't. Yeah, so I found out that Kaze could die like halfway through, but I don't think I married the first time I played because I don't think I knew how. But my second playthrough, I married Kaze so that I could save him. Which was, I don't know if it mattered that much, but otherwise... Yeah, because again, it was my first Fire Emblem game, so I was really bad at the game. Kaza, we can't hold that yet. Yeah. Fire Emblem Fates is bad. It's really bad. Yeah. And then, and it doesn't even matter because you can't play the definitive version. Kirby Triple Deluxe. I love this game. It's a really good game. Really good Kirby game. I love the triple... The deluxe, the Hypernova stuff in this game. It's really good, really fun. You know, it wasn't very hard. I like a lot of the Sifu is free on Epic. Cool. No, that's cool. Sifu is a good game, but I'd have to download Epic, and I don't want to do that. But nice. But yeah, I'm a big fan of just. I wish they would remake the freaking. If he dies later when Corrin is like mentioning all the people that... Oh, that sucks. What the heck? Why would they not do that? Dang, if you like die in battle, it doesn't matter, but if he dies for real... Dang. Wow, that's cringe. But yeah, Triple Deluxe, really good game. And it was when the Nintendo Selects came out. Dude, I swear, they need to bring back Selects. They never will. Which pisses me off, but like I swear, like a lot of my games that I got via for the 3DS was Selects because it was a lot cheaper for me because they were only $20, which was a steal. Like, why did they stop doing that? I'm genuinely baffled. Majora's Mask 3D. This was the first way I played this. And just like, it's funny, I played this game and then I got to Stone Tower Temple and then I stopped. And then recently, it's funny, I was like, because me and Plaz, we were gonna do a series about it and we got pretty far. But then we got to the exact same place that I never beat the game at. We got to Stone Tower Temple again. And it's funny, like I just can't beat that game for some reason. I just like, I was just checked out at that point. It's a fine game though. I really enjoyed it. What I did play, but I don't know. Like some of this stuff just was very kind of meh. Kind of the gameplay choices they made in this version, especially because since I've actually played the original now. But you know, it's a fun game regardless. It's a fun. It was fun. Zelda game. Ocarina of Time. And like one of the first Zelda game I ever played, and I really enjoyed it. I always remember playing this game, and it was like one of the first like real games that I played. So I would play this game till like 2-3 in the morning, and I would be up with a like a Zelda dungeon guide on my phone because I wanted to make sure that I like did everything in a dungeon. I didn't miss out. And so I would just follow the guide to a T. It was that was the days, man. Yeah, Ocarina of Time, really good game, really solid. It's my favorite 3D Zelda game, especially the 3DS version. Mario and Luigi Dream Team. No. Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions. This is the first Mario and Luigi game, and it's really good. I really enjoyed it. I never beat it. I got about like halfway through. But I like the gameplay of this just because it's not gimmicky. Like it's very, you know, just kind of straight up. Like you play the game, you know, like has the gimmicks, but there's no like console gimmicks, which makes the game more annoying to play. It's just solid RPG, man. You know what I'm saying? Monster Hunter Generations. This was my first Monster Hunter game, and I really enjoyed it. This is kind of a compilation game where it kind of takes everything, like the best, quote unquote, best stuff about the series and puts it into one game. Introduces like new stuff as well. And there were a bunch of like different like play styles you could play as and different like ability things, and I had a good time with it. I really did. I played this game a lot, and I got the updated version, which I'll show later, but yeah, it's kind of this is the more like updated kind of style of play that eventually carried over into World. And then Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, the updated version of Monster Hunter 4, which we never got in the West. I have not played that much. This game was more its own thing, original game, like a story type thing. And this game kind of overhauled 3 Ultimate gameplay and kind of made it a bit more, kind of modernized it more, which kind of, dude, I'm so looking forward to Wilds. I'm really excited. I wish I could run it on my PC. I'll have to upgrade it at some point so I can run it. But it's a good thing it has crossplay. So if you guys ever get it, we could definitely play it together. If you guys can even run it, or if you're even getting it. Paper Mario Sticker Star, the best Mario Paper Mario game. I think I mentioned, I may have told this story. Oh, it's in my 3DS. I played this game, and then like I played like 3. I was playing the first chapter. I stopped for like a while because my 2DS is on its last legs. And then I came back. I genuinely had no idea what to do. I completely forgot, and there was just no direction at all. I have no idea. I'm not just sure if that's just me being dumb for trying to come in the middle of the game, but I don't know, man. Like, I think this game is pretty infamous for having like very bad direction, but bad game, man. Persona Q. This is the Etrian Odyssey type game with Persona characters. This game, it's all right. I didn't play that long. I like the Etrian Odyssey games, like the conceptually. I played the demos for like Etrian Odyssey Untold back in the day. Ooh, what's this? Oh, Club Nintendo, man. Dang. Dang, you guys remember Club Nintendo? What a banger. Man, I miss that. Man, that's such like cool stuff back in the day. Like reward stuff. I'm pissed, man. Why'd they get rid of all that? Man, no fun allowed. Oh, the dungeon puzzles? Yeah. Yeah, well, I know a lot of, oh yeah, I played, like, the one I played the most was, Etrian Odyssey Untold 2, that demo, and I thought it was actually pretty interesting. I kind of wish they would port those games at some point, but obviously they can't. But, I mean, maybe they could, because they ported the first 2 games, or first 3 games. But yeah, obviously I like Persona, so I was interested in this, and from what I played it was fine. But I heard this game gets a little bit kind of railroady in some degrees, because you know it's a Persona game, so it has those elements that make it a little bit easier than it probably should be. Pokemon Moon, another Pokemon game. This game was really easy. I don't even remember what my team for it was. I like the Alola region, kinda. But it wasn't really that hard. I've heard Ultra Moon is harder, but I don't care. Why? This game was also really easy. I like Yveltal, or the shiny bacon bird, as Moon refers to it as. Or the bacon bird, excuse me. Other than that, I don't. Also, the game doesn't look that good. It's kind of meh. I tell you, the 6th generation Honor is a travesty. Let's get back to good games. Yeah. My mother got this for me for, well, they got it for me for Christmas. And this was Shovel Knight on the 3DS. I played the crap out of this. I love Shovel Knight. It's such a good game. I've not played it in a while, but I'll have to at some point. Because, dude, Shovel Knight's where it's at. And I'm really excited. I don't know if they came out with this yet or not, but the remaster, Shovel of Hope Remastered or Deluxe, whatever they're calling it. Gosh, that's gonna be hype. I'm really excited for that. Yeah, so Shovel Knight is just a really solid game. Turned 10 years old this year. Good lord. Man, I remember like just yesterday when Shovel Knight like was coming out, or like just came out. Yeah, always. It's like a, you know, if you know about Shovel Knight, it's like a 2D platformer. Some really cool stuff. Yeah, but dude, I remember because King of Cards. I remember when King of Cards was supposed to come out, and I remember like the day it was supposed to come out, it didn't, and I was like confused. I think it like got delayed, but I didn't know. I don't remember off the top of my head what happened. I wasn't very like in depth with it. But yeah, my favorite Shovel Knight. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? I would love a Shovel Knight 2. I really would. I mean, I guess the Shovel Knight, like the spin-offs kind of count. Like Shovel Knight Dig and Shovel Knight the other one, I forget what the other one is called. Okay, last 3DS game. Smash. Alright, Blaz. Oh. Alright. Oh wait, hold on. Let me move this. Okay. So we have Switch games, and then we'll be done. Gosh, this is taken a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Actually, before I do that, let me take a moment to just like freaking relax for a moment. Whew. Whew. So how you guys feeling? 3 minutes until 2025. New year, new opportunities. New you know. Honestly, you know, the new year is always nice because it gives you a, you know, kind of a quote unquote reset to kind of evaluate and kind of figure out kind of how you feeling about things, and maybe if you want to, you know, maybe you weren't doing so well last year, maybe you just kind of give yourself a chance to just kind of start over and try and do better going forwards. Of course, you don't necessarily need to wait until the new year to do that, but I think, you know, something that's a lot more tangible when it comes to New Year's stuff. All right, countdown to 2025. Let's take a look here. One day. Timeanddate.com. What? What is this? I'm in the wrong time zone. What the heck? Okay, 35 seconds, folks. 30 seconds. Yeah. Go ahead and just, I guess, clear your mind. Think about all the things you want to leave behind this year. All the things you want to take into next year. I say go for it. 2, 1. Happy New Year. Woo. Yeah. But always remember. Happy birthday. It's like, oh, freaking, if you're familiar with, there's like this old Lego series I used to watch, Base 327, and they did a New Year's episode, and they were counting down. You remember that? You remember that, bro? And they were like counting down. It's like 10, 9, 8, 7. Then like halfway through, it just starts counting down backwards or whatever. And then they're like, Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy birthday! Oh man. Hold on, I want to look that up. I'm subscribed to those guys. Okay, I'm gonna stop drinking this because I accidentally drank a bit too much, more than I wanted to. Yeah. Haha, see you next year. Where is? Oh, here it is. Excuse me. All right. Okay, I will be right back. I need to do the thing. Need to put oh my gosh. Okay. The sensor keeps falling down. Okay, I don't want to keep you guys much longer, so I'm gonna do Switch games and I'm gonna piss off. Alright. ARMS. This is not my game anymore. Plaz asked me to give this to him, so I'm going to. We just need to figure out how to get it to mail him. Freaking, you know, ARMS. Pretty good fighting game, I guess. The boxing and stuff. Unfortunate that it just kind of fizzled out. Seems like it could have been something a lot bigger, but Nintendo sucks, so they didn't do that. Astral Chain, all right, hack and slash game by Platinum Games. Had a lot of strange like oddities in the stuff and gameplay wise, and it felt clunkier than most other games, especially other games that Platinum has made. Especially watching Karasu play it a while ago, it just kind of seemed like it wasn't as like it definitely didn't have as much going for it as I originally thought, but it was all right. It was an all right game. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I really enjoyed the Captain Toad levels in Super Mario 3D World, so I just enjoyed more of this. And it's a pretty simple puzzle platform, but it's really charming, and Toad's cool. So I had a really good enjoyment with this game. And there's DLC for it, so there's a lot of levels. Yeah, Happy New Year plays. Well, I guess not for you yet, but eventually at some point. You got like, I don't know, 50 minutes. Cave Story Plus. This is Cave Story, but more stuff. And it's a collector's thing, so you get like a little mini disc and an instruction booklet. AC is a big fan of this game, so obviously she will always recommend it, and I think I just picked it up because, but I played a little bit. It's like a 2D platformer shooter type thing, and it's like pretty in depth in that regard, and it's hard, I think, but I didn't really get that far. I'll have to play it again at some point. De Blob. This game is like a platformer where you have to like paint, you have to color, like this color has been sucked out of a town and you have to like paint a lot of stuff. I don't know too much about it, but it came out a while ago. This is actually a Switch port, and it always looked neat to me, but I never played it. Fire Emblem Three Houses. I put a lot of time into this game. Fire Emblem game. I like the characters. I like the character stuff in this game, but I never found it too engaging other than like in like the actual gameplay. So I kind of stopped playing eventually. I didn't really like it that much. Kirby Star Allies. This Kirby game is pretty easy, honestly, so it wasn't that interesting, but I like a lot of the gameplay mechanics. And they add a lot of DLC for this game, so it actually made it a bit more interesting. And like actually added some cool stuff. Like they added a lot of free DLC to this game, which didn't necessarily make up for the lack of content, but hey, better than nothing. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I am a big fan of this game. This is the Breath of the Wild 2 that we should have gotten, honestly. I like this game a lot more. It's just more Breath of the Wild. It's just, you know, like cool action stuff, and I really enjoy this style of gameplay. I'm not Dynasty Warriored out, but I really enjoyed it. There is some grind to it, so I haven't been able to beat it. Maybe at some point I'll go back to it, especially if I like can figure out how to play it better, I guess. Speaking of Breath of the Wild, good. It's a fine game. I like it more now that like Tears of the Kingdom has come out, I guess, but you know, I think I always prefer this game just because it, you know, of that new game smell, kind of the charm of it. I like a lot of stuff with Tears of the Kingdom mechanically. Maybe I'll like talk about this. Yeah, fair enough. But I think I don't know. I'm fine with Breath of the Wild. It's a fine game. Oh my gosh. Okay, I forgot a game. Link's Awakening. I like this game a lot. It's like the remake of Link's Awakening, obviously. Apparently I paid $40 for this game. I would not pay $40 for this again. But, you know, what are you gonna do? I really enjoyed this. It's like it's a really nice quality of life update to Link's Awakening. Has a lot of like modern stuff mechanically, because that game, you know, because it's on the Game Boy, there's a lot of stuff that kind of makes it hard to play at times, I feel. And the graphical update really adds to it. I like what they did with the game in general. Luigi's Mansion 3, I have played like an hour of this game. I played it with my brother. He's played it more than I have, believe it or not. But I enjoy a lot of the stuff gameplay wise. I just never was able to really get into it. I'll have to play it again, especially because I didn't know that it had like campaign co-op. Like one player can play as Luigi and another player can play as Guigi, which is cool. And I'll have to try it out sometime. I've tried to like do a series with my brother a while ago. I would like to try it again at some point. But yeah, more Luigi's Mansion. Mario Golf Super Rush. It's Mario Golf with bad, I guess. I thought the speed golf stuff was interesting ish. I kind of regret buying this game because I'm not a huge like golf game person, especially because there's really not a lot going for this game. Like, it's kind of meh. It's, you know, it's a meh Mario sports game. Mario Party Superstars. I like playing this game with friends, but otherwise it's very bare bones. There's really not a lot going for it. You know, it's Mario Party, but that's really about it. Like I'm surprised that they didn't like add anything to this game, like DLC or anything. Like this game like had nothing going for it. It's so lacking in terms of content. Yeah. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. This is the updated version of Monster Hunter Generations. I transferred all my data to this one, so I'll probably play it. This point they like added a bunch of in-game stuff to this game. But yeah. This is more Monster Hunter Generations. Alright, we're almost done. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Because of course. Of course I own Smash Ultimate. Okay, that's messed up. Okay. I got a little bit mixed up My stack is a little bit out of order. That's unfortunate. Mario Tennis Aces. This is Mario Tennis, but bad. But it's better than Mario Golf. The story mode's alright from what I'm aware. I've never played it though. But that's the only reason I really bought it, because I heard the freaking campaign was fine. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, the remaster, I guess. I still have not played this, but I love The Thousand Year Door. Yes, it's a great game. It really is. But I just like the graphical stuff they did with this game, because it kind of combines the more like interesting, like intricate kind of paper style, the more modern games with, you know, an actual game that people like. Or like love, excuse me. Pokemon Scarlet. Pokken Tournament. Obviously it's a Pokemon game with Tekken stuff. I like the vibe of this game, but I just never really was able to get into it because it's not really like that active online. And it seemed like a game that the game that's a lot more fun with other people, obviously, especially with people that like actually play it. I mean, it's nice that you guys play it, but you just never got around to it. We'll have to hook back up at some point. Splatoon 2. I own Splatoon 3 digitally, but I think I mentioned I bought this game because of the free Splatfest demo that they had like years ago, and I really enjoyed it. I had a really good time. Kind of got out of it after a while just because, you know, I'm not a huge fan of shooters anymore, or even like online stuff. Still rotting in your closet. Yes, waiting for the perfect opportunity. Super Mario RPG. I played this game on stream. I haven't played it since, but I'm a big fan of the Mario RPG, so I'll have to come back to it. Just never haven't had the chance yet. And of course, it's the remake of Super Mario RPG, obviously. Super Mario Monkey Ball Banana Mania. More Monkey Ball. I think people, this is the new game, actually. That's the thing with this game. It is good, though. It's a good game, from what I'm aware. I don't know. I haven't heard a lot of, like, I haven't heard anything on it, to be honest. Super Mario Odyssey. Good, really good Mario game. I didn't really play it that much after I finished it, because I don't know, I just never got into it, I guess. But this game is genuinely fun. At least it was for when I like originally played through it. It wasn't very long too, it was like pretty short. But yeah, the movement in the game is incredible. That's the best part of the game by far. What you can do with like Cappy and stuff. Last but not least, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, another GameStop thing. I've played up until the point where you are like just about to get Mithra, I think. Yeah, like you're on the second, where you're like on the second Titan. Like, part way through the second Titan, essentially. Gotcha, Weech. But yeah, that's as far as I got. And for some reason, I got... Oh, what? Oh, that sucks. But yeah, I got Xenoblade 2 because Xenoblade 1 wasn't on the Switch at the time. So I just got that game and says, like, oh, I want to try out Xenoblade. And that is my game collection. I'm gonna be honest, I did not count how many games I had. I was not paying attention. But I will get back to it, guys, at some point. Oh yeah, by the way, Plaz, if you are back, please, we need to find a way to get this to you. Sooner or later. It is... I got rid of some games a while ago, and I almost got rid of it by mistake, but I am saving it. So hit me up, we'll make something happen. Or we could figure something out. Give me just a moment to do something else. Alright. Actually, before... I just remembered. Hold on. My bad, I have to step away again. Okay, so I was gonna get my... I was gonna get my 3DS so I could show you guys my Pokemon team. But unfortunately, my 3DS is dead. So I cannot. Alright. Maybe some other time. Well, I'm gonna be honest, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. Yeah, I'll have to charge it. And then I can show you guys next stream. Which will more than likely be... Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Unless something changes. I will not be streaming every Tuesday, just whenever I feel like it. Dang. I have... Yeah, I really have no desire to just stream consistently anymore. Not because I don't enjoy it, because I just don't really feel the need to. Considering the fact that the only people that really come to streams nowadays are you guys, and obviously we have much, I wouldn't say easier ways to, you know, communicate and do stuff together, but just you know, sometimes it feels a lot more, it is a lot more meaningful when we get to, you know, obviously I've been enjoying doing Baldur's Gate, and, you know, when we get to play other games as well. Oh, well, although I will admit, sometimes it is easy to just kind of sit down and, you know, sometimes you're not always in the mood to be, you know, necessarily talking face to, or like voice to voice, and sometimes it is a lot easier to just like talk to, just, you know, just talk via chat, just have a chat with someone over a text, which is completely understandable. I've been, yeah, I've been trying to have a lot of contemplation about kind of video stuff. Cross it Christmas Eve. Yeah, I forgot. I remember that. I just didn't. Gosh. What do I want? Well, I mean, I have quite a few things. What the hell? Wasn't that interesting? Still have a day. Yeah, I'll let you know. I appreciate it. And, you know, I always appreciate you guys being here, regardless of what we have going on. Yeah, honestly, these are my favorite types of streams, because I just like. Sorry, I got I got distracted. But no, I am very much as like, you know, chilling, just talking about whatever is going on and things, because it's just the kind of person I am. That being said, I am always down to try new things, especially on stream. So, you know, I just do whatever I want here, but if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. I always try to keep them in mind, regardless. I will never guarantee you, you know, top quality stuff, because that's probably not gonna happen. I like to give some quality. And I think I mentioned this a while ago. I really have no desire to be you know, the big guy, because that just doesn't seem obtainable anymore. But you know, if I can, yeah, if I can just have a chill time with you guys, that's more than enough for me. Yeah. And I always wish you guys good health. I wish you guys always the best, because, you know, you guys are the reason I'm here. So if I can continue to be a positive influence on you guys' life and whoever else happens to be coming around. Especially given my track record, because I will, you know, I'm not afraid to admit I haven't been that type of person in the past. I feel, you know, I won't say anything publicly, but I've, you know, I've acted in ways that I don't like. The fact that I've acted that way, just, you know, maybe immaturely, jerky, you know what I mean. Specific instances come to mind, but you know, the most important thing is to learn, which, you know, sounds incredibly cringe to say, but you know, I think, you know, again, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the guy that is punching down or punching up or punching anywhere, really. I don't want to be that guy, not anymore. Because that guy is cringe and I'm not that guy. Because, you know, obviously we live in a very strange society, strange circumstances, you know, regardless of current events, regardless of life situations. It just makes it a lot harder when you have a person who is just actively not, you know, not on your side. Welcome back, Plaz. And, you know, I was mentioning, you know, as we are now 29 minutes into the new year, I was talking about this earlier, you know, just think about all the things you want to leave behind in 2024 and all the things you want to take with you into this year or are currently taking with you. But always remember, a year doesn't define you necessarily. You know, don't let the things you did yesterday keep you from, you know, doing what you want to do today or tomorrow. You know, don't be, you know, in the words of oh, is that a mouse? Sorry. In the words of Linkin Park, don't be afraid of moving forward just because there's going to be a past. There's a mouse in my room. Hold on. Sorry guys, that was a little bit, that was very unexpected. Oh my gosh, it's still there! Okay, I'll just ignore it. Say, fellas. I'm not playing Kingdom Hearts for you guys, if that's what you're asking. Heck no. Not right now. I'm not playing the entirety of Kingdom Hearts. I have work tomorrow, so I can't do that, even if I wanted to. But yeah, I think, you know, take this opportunity to do something to kind of give yourself the what's the word? The permission to go out and you know, do that thing you've always wanted to do. Whether it's something you've been able to do in the past, but for one reason or stopped, or something you've never been able, you wanted to do for a long time, but just never had wanted to. That's good. Good for you, Plez. Yeah, I know you a while ago you were talking about writing stuff. And oh, yeah. I know, you know, it's been a struggle for you, especially in years past, to kind of get back into that. I know you've talked about that every now and again, but I think, yeah, it was very obvious that that was something you were very passionate about from the very little time that I kind of not reference, but kind of noticed you doing it. Because, you know, I kind of joined the community at a time where you were kind of not doing it as actively. Or your community, excuse me. But, yeah. It's nice that you've been able to restart. No. Yeah, that's how, so, you know, if I learned anything from science, it's that starting, you know, the starting of something is always, you know, starting something moving will always be harder than the keeping that thing moving. Because the resistance is always stronger when something is lying still. In a manner of speaking, you know what I mean. But I hope whatever you guys plan on doing this year, it goes very well for you. And, you know, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, you know, take care of the people that you love. I hope that includes yourself. I hope you love yourself. Well, yeah. But don't forget. Don't you know, just because it gets easier doesn't mean it's not gonna be hard. That's the thing you always have to remember. Just because something is easier than it was before doesn't make it like easy, period. You always gotta remember that. So keep it up. Yeah. I am going to... Yeah, I have to get up early, but I will be back whenever I feel like it. New videos whenever I feel like it. You guys know how it goes. I know our friend Dan is going to be doing a Mario Kart 8 tourney thing this Thursday. So if any of you guys are interested in that, I would look into it, because I think that's going to be tight. I'm definitely doing that. Hopefully my dryer gets fixed soon so that I can have more clothes. Plaz, I know you weren't here. I was mentioning this. I still have your that copy of ARMS that I was trying to send to you, so if you like figure something out how I could send it to you, please let me know. Otherwise, I will hold on to it as long as I need to. You have a great night. I love you guys. I care about you guys. Take care of yourself.